again? Like anemone? Is it anemone?
Coral.
Anemone.
It's from
OK Corral.
Coral Morphologic, which is a movie.
Cool.
It's like a movie from these people in Miami. This guy collects coral from Miami and then has they started doing the video stuff as like a side project for their actual goal, which was to save coral.
Yeah.
Back when it was a really great show, Coral, one of the all-time real world problems on MTV's Real World.
They discussed coral?
No, Coral was a person. She was a person. She was
huge.
Oh my god. She was
I was like, wow,
then-
they talked
then
about
she
coral.
flew off the handle. Left
But she
and
also-
right.
She also, if I'm remembering the same person, she was on the same season as The Miz, right?
Yeah. They were like best friends.
She kind of had a story arc where she kind of had a turnaround towards the end. Like in the beginning, you were like, this woman's psychotic. At the end, you're like, all right, I kind of rock with Coral.
He kind of helped her, and then there was another girl that maybe they were enemies at first, and then maybe they came around and became friends at some point.
Right.
Yeah. It was
It was one of the
city
real
What year?
good show.
Circa what year was that? Yeah.
What city?
Was it New York?
I think when they went back to New York. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was New York. I think that might have been when they peaked. The show itself.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I think after that, it's just you kind of lost interest in them.
10th season. All right. Back to New York. You're right. A little Soho loft. That's where they were.
I don't think I ever watched a whole season of The Real World.
The first one I ever
was
watched. Yeah, the first one I ever watched was San Francisco with Puck. I watched that with my sister. And then I watched pretty regularly through like maybe Philadelphia or San Diego. I can't remember which one was last.
I think I finished after San Diego.
Yeah. Whichever one was last between those two is the last one I like regularly watched.
I remember Chicago because that was 9/11. Like they had to do. No, they had to because they don't have TVs in the house, so they actually had to inform them and bring in a little TV. Okay.
You had me at 9/11.
Oh, that's
Surprisingly, Mo was the one to bring up 9/11 this time.
Is it
Very
really?
hypocritical.
Good job, Mo. Okay, so I do want to talk about gemstones at some point.
We're such an allyship that Eden and I just took sips of coffee at the same time. That's how in sync we are.
We didn't even plan it.
Just naturally happened.
Then I felt left out, so I'm like, I want to do it. I'm gonna drink
You want to
it.
join our allyship?
Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys take applications, or what's the deal?
Maze, you want to join?
Well, I'm just wondering what the review process is like.
You just got to be an ally.
Can Mo join?
Well, if he stops talking about 9/11 all the time, yeah.
Easy,
Way to ruin
easy.
the vibe. Jeez.
All the time.
I want to talk about gemstones at some point. I want to talk about White Lotus because it is the finale coming up. But Paul Bowl wants to know, and Zach, I know you're aware of this. Would you want Jaden Smith to build a bed for you?
A bed frame, yeah.
Because that's what he does for people he really cares about. Eden is
This
he
fucking guy.
builds people beds.
So he I don't know what this was
Like
on,
from
but
scratch or like what?
yes, he claims
Okay.
he's a carpenter. He claims for the people he really loves, he builds them a bed frame. He writes a personalized note, drills it into the bed frame, but you will only know of the note when eventually you have to like disassemble the
apart
bed
to
frame,
move.
and then you'll find the note someday.
But what if you never move? Like, what if you never need to move the
You'll
bed?
never
You
find
just,
the
like,
note.
Never find the Easter egg.
Yeah.
How many has he
And it's
done?
like
Do we
a
know?
handwritten note,
We
or
don't
like
know.
is it like burned in with like
How many people do you think he really loves?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Well, both great questions. Yeah.
Dolores. Dolores is like, why are you talking about Jaden Smith?
She's like, I'm rejecting this.
It ends with the quote, like, I build shit with my hands.
Ooh, that's like touch grass,
When I'm
right?
bored.
Is that what that means?
I
That's how
build shit with my hands when I'm bored.
That's how I know he doesn't do it. Because you wouldn't need to clarify that if
When you give
did it.
too much information,
Yeah.
thumbs off.
It's like the lie that's too intricate. Like
Yeah.
It's too many
details.
Bullshit.
Too
Because
many
like I
details.
build shit with my feet. Deal with it. Like it's
Yeah.
like, come on. What else you like? Come on, fuck, get out of here.
I build shit.
What was the context? Like, how did you just like volunteer the information? I'm kind of like,
He was
I've
doing like
always
maybe
seen
like
the
something for
clip.
Complex or like GQ or so, I don't know, some kind of. He was also wearing like a camo mocap suit. Like they were just like little mocap like.
Yeah, I saw that.
balls
I didn't
all over the-
understand what was.
I couldn't tell if that was actually motion capture or if it was just like.
Well,
him being
to
a
be
dickhead.
fair, it is from October 2024.
Okay.
And it was, I interviewed Jaden Smith and it was somehow even weirder than expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
what was the to be fair?
Just to say that
yeah.
it's old. It's an
Oh,
old
okay. I thought like that time
Ooh.
period was supposed to give context or something.
Not
I was like,
crazy old.
Yeah, 2024 was only
it's like
4
6 months ago.
I just
Yeah.
mean
Just
like
got out of it.
when a clip circulates
Oh.
and then
Oh,
it's a new
okay.
clip, but
Sure. Yeah.
it's-
Like, was he like be part of Call of Duty? Like, I don't understand the whole motion capture at the same time. Like,
I don't think it's motion capture. I
Those
think
pearls?
that's pearls. I think that's pearls of wisdom that he's handing out. To
So
you.
I like motion cap better.
I would like that to be a pearl of wisdom, or when he gives one, when he
oh, he
grabs
like
something.
just takes one off the hat. And, like, yeah, hands
No,
it.
There's
he, like,
another
off
one
the
for
hat,
you.
My
he
hands.
takes it off the hat and plants it into the bed.
Oh, yeah.
You can
There's
see how
definitely a pearl
many
in the bed somewhere.
how much information I have here because of all the pearls on my head. These are pearls
Yeah.
of wisdom, folks.
Mo, the guy that we're gonna see Saturday, was in Call of Duty.
Okay,
Like a
He-
voice
he's-
actor or
No, like a like,
mocap.
mocap guy. So he has been
Mm.
the Asian bad guy in like every Call of Duty, no matter where the Asian person is from.
I went. It was awesome.
Cool.
I went back. We're
Yeah.
talking about Tom.
Bad guy.
We're talking
in the
about Tom
credits.
Tran, who we're gonna
Yeah.
Zach and I are
Who's
gonna
like
go see
who's
on
like
Saturday.
he's an actual like soldier, like he was an army ranger. He's been shot in the head before. Like he's like legit. Like he's
I went
awesome.
went back and I watched some of his YouTube. I think I've seen him once somewhere, Zach. I don't know like if where in the sphere I've seen it, but
yeah.
I went back and watched some of his YouTubes, and he had a great one where he's like, I finally broke through in Hollywood. And then I had to break to my dad, who was a POW by the Viet Cong, that I was playing a Viet Cong sniper was
Yeah.
my breakthrough.
Yeah.
He's like, you're
Yeah.
gonna see something. Don't be mad.
No, he's fucking hilarious. He was touring with Brad Williams in Europe when I was over in Europe, and so we were in Copenhagen at the same time. So that's when I met him and hung out, and like he's got crazy stories about when he was in the military, like crazy stories. And I
Like
saw a
seeing
video of when he
aliens
got
turn people into stone.
yeah, he did just like the Russians. Let's get into that.
The prompt for the bed question was, what's something about your real life that you think would surprise people? I build beds.
With my hands.
What would be your
Uh,
answer to that, Maze?
Yeah.
Curious.
Something about my real life that would surprise people. I don't know. I mean, I talk about a lot of stuff on this podcast, so I think
I know
I've
that's
run
what
out
I
of
was
what
thinking
to
too.
Pretty
Like
open
I'm like
book.
we've shared a lot about
Mm.
ourselves out here.
I don't know. I don't build beds. I think that would surprise people.
I think what would surprise me, I'm pretty friendly.
I don't think so.
I think you are.
It's to a select group of people, but I'm a really
Yes.
friendly person.
Ally Alliance of One.
The right person, the right.
It's
friendly
like
guy.
a group of like 12 people, but I'm really
Making
friendly.
friends
Like I'm
with
the
Zach
best friend to
requires-
those people.
It requires a full-on NASA launch, sort of like go
Like
no
your
go
disciples?
situation. Like you have to be fully squared away.
Yeah, it's just I mean, it's also just it's a lot of effort to be friends with people, right?
Well, I'll say
It
this.
is.
It's
takes a
also
lot
a
of
quick
effort.
out.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
You do the wrong thing. Boom,
It's
I'm
not the
out.
wrong. It's not the wrong. It's not like
Beep,
you
bop,
were
boop, I'm out.
late. It's like
Beep bop boop.
the second someone's shitty, like not even to me necessarily, but like just shitty in general in a way that
You're
like
done.
I'm like, oh, that's a pretty bad thing that you do to people. I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't need to like make excuses for you. I can see where this is going.
Yeah.
I don't need to wait 6 months for this to manifest itself into something that happens to me. Like I can see where that's going.
Chip Skylark wants to know, you have to filibuster for at least 2 hours on one subject. What subject are you choosing to talk about?
2 hours. That's not. I mean,
Yeah, like
podcast.
That's what we do every week.
Yeah.
Just
I can
one.
do-
Welcome to the show.
I
We-
could
we-
do 25 hours on Fast and the Furious.
I actually believe that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's,
I
could
think you
absolutely
could do
do
more
25
than
hours.
that. I almost
Yeah.
think you could do more. I think you would break even the records.
Like
I
people
couldn't
like
do 25 hours without peeing though. There's no way.
that. At a certain point, don't you just kind of got to pee your pants
I think you do.
in that
Just do it.
situation?
I think you do it.
Did he go in and strap a catheter to his leg?
Probably.
I don't think
right?
you strap a catheter. I think you just pee.
Yeah, I would have no problem.
Everybody
in that
knows what you're
situation.
doing. You're
Yeah.
filibustering for 25 hours. You
Yeah.
pee.
25-hour filibuster. It's
Come
the
on.
only option.
Do you like what's the fucking thing I'm thinking of? Where you
I would-
evacuate your bowels. What's the word on this?
Shitting?
Shit
No,
yourself.
not shitting. No, the like process where you like the hose and all
Just
that shit up.
Clear
there.
everything. Like an
Colonoscopy.
enema.
No,
Colonoscopy.
yeah, no, but like
Oh,
there's
like a enema or
enema.
a
Yeah, that's what I was
colonic.
thinking, the enema.
Oh,
The enema. Like, do you do the enema before you go up to filibuster? So like you're empty.
And do you not
Mo, are
eat
you mad
then,
'cause
but
you
then
said
you're
it
even
first?
more hungry?
Yes.
Mo wants credit for saying enema. Okay?
Well, the one time you had timing, I'm sorry.
Right on time.
I don't know, Zach. If you clear your whole system out, then what are you running on?
Exactly.
When you lose energy
adrenaline, pure adrenaline.
Well, I don't
for
think that's-
25 hours?
I don't
You're
think
talking
you're running,
about Fast and the Furious.
I don't think you're running on the waste in your intestines.
Yeah, you break down fat. Your body starts to break down fat that's stored, and it turns
Yeah.
It's a
into
weight
energy.
loss thing too. All right.
Yeah, you're losing weight, and
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if you're hitting the nos too early, Zach. That's my question.
No,
If you
but,
cleared
like,
out
I-
your system.
because
Have you hit the nos too early, and then someone else is gonna hit the nos
Nos too
later?
No, because I think like you could drink like an energy drink or something during it, right?
Oh
like I
my
can take little
God.
sips here and there.
You've got nothing in
You're
your
gonna be
system, and you're
thirsty,
just
all the
popping
talking.
Red Bulls, talking about fucking Vin Diesel
Yeah, Mark
doing a
Sinclair,
quarter
bro.
mile at a time.
I mean, Mark Sinclair is apparently friends with Michael Caine. You
Those
see
two names
this?
sound like they'd be friends.
Well,
They're both thespians.
I don't know if
Were
this
they
is true. I
introduced
saw
by
this on
Helen Mirren?
Instagram. I saw this on Instagram, and Michael Caine allegedly talks about it in his autobiography how he became friends with Vin Diesel in like the 90s at a dinner party or something. They've been really good friends since, and it cites that it was in his autobiography. Now, this could just be an internet lie. I need to go read his autobiography.
I feel like if they were really friends, he'd be in the Fast and the Furious by now.
And Helen Mirren's in there. Isn't that close enough?
yeah.
What's the difference?
Sure. but I'm just saying, if he and Michael Caine were
Michael
tight,
Caine.
he would have found a way to get Michael Caine in the movie.
Maybe.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
I thought you were
I
gonna
would be a
say
great
it, but-
MC for Zach's 25-hour Fast and Furious filibuster. I'd be a great
Absolutely.
MC for it.
Absolutely.
Would you do it on roller skates? That would
I
be
could.
sick.
I could.
I think we
think-
could easily filibuster about like sandwiches on this
Oh,
podcast.
Yeah.
sandwiches.
For 25
yeah.
We could
hours.
do
Yeah.
a 25-hour podcast on sandwiches. We
Yep.
could go on sandwiches
have.
all day. Yeah.
We should do
Stitch them together.
You cut it all together.
a 24-hour stream sometime.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's start now. We're already
I have
14 minutes
plans.
down.
I don't know. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I need to.
We need to prepare
I need
for
a
this.
nap at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach's
Yeah.
preemptively told me that he needs a
I
nap
would have to-
today.
I need a
I
nap
would
today.
have to do this in my dad's house because Jamie would not allow me to
Not
do
a
the
chance. You sit at the fucking kitchen
25
table for 24 straight hours. There's no way.
Literally, like,
Oh, Mo,
Like, get
you're
out the
good
way. I
though.
need the surface area.
You can
You have to
can
go on all the
clock in and
grocery
out.
runs though.
Whenever we take a little break, Zach will start filibustering about Fast and the Furious for
would be
an hour.
I mean,
That'll buy us some time.
I could do that about Fast and the Furious. I could do about that about Planet of the Apes,
Mission Impossible.
John Wick, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, John Wick are
Yeah.
good ones.
Is there anything you could do that's not a movie?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could do that about basketball for sure.
I was like fantasy
I mean,
basketball.
basketball's the
Yeah.
easy one.
Yeah, basketball is too obvious. That's why we didn't go
Yeah.
there first. Yeah,
I could do that
basketball,
about the like how shitty the Timberwolves have been, for sure.
even a niche specific basketball topic. we
I
could
could
go.
I think
do
the
it just
hardest
about
part-
the David Kahn era.
The hardest part of the filibuster to me is building off of your own statement, right? Like if I could do it with another person, I could have a conversation with somebody for 25 hours. But I think my own thoughts and having to respond to my own, like you would have to literally
Wait, but do you
devil's
not talk to
advocate
yourself?
every single
yeah,
point.
do you not do
It's-
that already? I do that a lot with myself. Is like I think of like the different scenarios.
Like, you don't talk to your
Hours,
you
yeah,
don't
you
talk to
gotta
your
work
cat.
through it.
You never talk to your cat. Like I talk to Boogie
You want me
all
to
the
do a
time.
multi-hour filibuster of me talking to my cats.
That's how
I
you
had to,
start. That's how
Yeah.
you
I mean,
start.
I talk shit
Can
to
people,
Luka
like,
all the time. And
respond to
if I'm
you?
playing NCAA football and
Yeah.
I'm immediately looking at him going like, did you see that play?
Yeah. Like this corner can't cover shit.
I got his ass. You see that? That's great play calling, Luka. And then he just looks at me like this.
Yeah, I ask
I,
Dolores questions as if she's going to answer in English. I'll be like,
Yeah.
"How was your day? Tell me."
And she answers in
everything."
German.
And I'm like,
German.
"Again?"
How
I
was
told you
your
I don't
day?
speak
Duolingo.
Yeah. So to that point, Maze, it's not the same thing because you do have breaks, but I thought the same thing like the first couple of times I had to host radio solo. It's
Yeah.
actually not as difficult as you would think.
Yeah.
You do find a rhythm in talking to yourself
25
in a way
hours,
that
though.
becomes natural. So like it's a 3-hour show, and yes, there are breaks, but if there weren't breaks, you do find a rhythm that it oddly becomes natural.
Yeah. I can
And
see that.
you
'Cause, like, I
podcast
really-
enough
yeah.
that you would be able to figure it
100%.
out.
You
Yeah.
know about
You
right,
just
yeah,
create a
you're-
Zach or a meme persona that you're talking to, and
No,
then you go
please
back
no.
and forth.
No,
Please
that's
no.
the bad sell.
Please
That's the
don't
bad
do
sell.
that.
For Maze, that's the bad sell.
Not create more, Zach or Beans.
Pretend you're talking to me then.
Okay.
Now you're doing it.
That I
Now
could
you
do.
got it right.
Yes. Pretend that I'm talking
Because
to
we did
Eden.
just finish a
Yeah,
simple
I was-
record before
As soon as
this,
I was saying it,
in
I
which
was
Amin
like,
forgot to record.
oh God.
He's the king.
Right at the end, Amin goes, "Oh shit, I didn't record this whole time," and Maze just thumbs ups.
Yep. Yeah. That's why you do backups.
What else can you do at that point? You just have to.
Nothing.
Yeah.
accept
I'm not doing it again.
Okay. At least we had
Just
to
do the whole
break
pod
it up.
again, yeah.
At least we had to break it up into 2 days because he doesn't know how to schedule his fucking life.
I do kind of
Shocking.
wish that I could just. Oh well, no backup. Oh, it's gone. I guess it
Oh.
means not in this episode. After
Oh my god.
the
It would be
halfway
great
point.
though if you just put it up and then it's just the
silence.
quiet
Just
parts
the
whenever
silence.
Amin's
Yeah.
talking.
You're like, what happened? Like, Amin forgot to record.
The
So,
greatest
this is what it is.
supercharge of all time. Welcome to the Friday Mailbag. It's Friday. We are almost a full squad here, but we're doing good. It is April. I feel like the April Fool's onslaught was lighter than normal. I feel like we're finally starting to get a little past
Tired
that
of
with
it.
like every
Not-
single brand doing an April Fool's thing.
The fucking hacky, like just aggregating basketball accounts do it still.
Yeah.
Clutch points,
Yeah.
of course. Oh my god, they rescinded the Luka trade. You fucking.
They do
ass.
that every day already.
I
Like,
know.
why do you need to
Well,
do it on
that's the
April
problem.
Because
Fool's
they have
Day
no
also?
creativity. Because they have no creativity. There's not a single creative
Also-
person that works on that account.
Every story now in general does feel like an April Fool's.
Oh well, yeah, that's
joke.
in
Yeah.
life,
You know what I
yes,
mean? Like
it's
just in the real world, like I read stuff going like,
I
"That can't be
honestly-
real.
Like,
They- I
please
mean-
be April Fools.
You
Oh my
put
God,
tariffs on
it's real.
penguins. You put tariffs on penguins. I was like, it's April 3rd. We're 2 days late on this story. Like that's
They're going Waz birthday week style.
They are.
We're extending
April
this
Fool's
party.
Week.
As many
I was
April
afraid the
Fools as we
Popeyes
want.
pickle menu was a prank, and whew, was I relieved to find out.
Yeah, you were
it's
really
real.
excited about that,
What is
Katie.
a Popeyes pickle menu? I
Yeah.
haven't seen this.
Well,
Wait,
we'll
what?
pull that up on the
Guys.
on the
already
old
out.
big screen.
Oh, God.
Is
I can
there
tell who
a
doesn't watch my
sandwich involved?
stories. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in there. I saw that. I saw
Thank you,
I
Katie's
may,
Maze.
I may have
enthusiasm
seen it,
for
just didn't register. I don't know. If I see pickles, I'm not interested, so it doesn't.
I'm out.
You're not
Sink in,
interested.
yeah.
Next.
I don't like pickles.
Neither do I.
Yes, that explains.
Pickles.
I'm out of the allyship. Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
here's
that
the
was a
allyship.
short-lived,
If we're
short-lived
hanging
career.
out, you can have all the pickles that are on my plate.
Back in the allyship.
There
That's
you
a
go.
great
Yeah.
ally situation.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
What?
it?
Pickles.
Is
Yeah.
Is
it
it?
is. Come on, Maze. I have a friend that like I don't like olives that much and she loves olives. So every time we get like Mediterranean food, she takes the
Amazing.
olives and
Yeah.
it's like a core part of our friendship relationship.
And then she
Okay,
smokes
what
a
the
shit ton of weed and
What is happening here?
does all
That's
kinds
Is that just a
acid.
sandwich with
Are-
a shit ton
Yeah,
of pickles?
maybe.
crazy.
Yeah. Is that a
crazy.
sandwich with just a
Pickle
lot of
glaze.
pickles on it?
Or is that fried pickles?
And
What is
pickle
the
glaze.
drink?
Like,
What is the drink?
Pickle
Pickle
lemonade?
lemonade.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
those are fried pickles, and then it's a pickle,
So rank these then, Zach.
Glazed wing.
a pickle glazed wing.
last.
So this
I mean,
isn't
the
an
pickle
April
glazed wing
Fool's
is gonna
Day.
be number one.
not.
because-
Pickle
This
glazed
is real.
sandwich, pickle glazed wings, and boneless, fried pickles, pickle lemonade.
Oh God.
I'll try it all.
The fried pickles are gonna be last because I don't want to eat a pickle.
You don't like them?
I don't like pickles.
Okay. Period.
I
So you don't
just
you don't
period.
like
I don't
fried,
like the
not fried.
texture. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like any of it.
Do you like cucumbers?
Like cucumbers?
No,
Yeah.
I don't like cucumbers either.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what foods are shaped like dicks? The best kinds.
No, I like foods that are shaped like dicks, just not pickles and cucumbers. Love
Okay.
eggplant.
Clip
Love a
it.
zucchini. Love a squash. Love a popsicle.
You should see a man with a hot dog. Oh,
Oh my God.
no
A
bun,
bratwurst?
just slapping it on
Thank
his
you.
face.
Yeah,
as long as the hot dog doesn't come with a banana or original Lay's.
exactly.
All right,
What
so
a
Zach, if
fun.
you don't like pickles,
But it's also
Yeah.
dick
Wh-
shaped. So
what
maybe
is
he would
the-
like it.
what is the absolute worst thing for you here then?
The fried pickles. That's absolute worst.
'Cause it's
The
the
best
most
I'm
pickle
guessing.
forward. Sure.
I'm going the wings. I guess like that seems like the least offensive to me.
Hmm.
Especially like I can douse it in whatever that fucking dip is and try to.
Yeah, I
mask
can't
it.
Ranch.
imagine that the pickle is really
Probably
the dominant
pickle ranch.
flavor with the buffalo
Oh.
sauce
Pickle
and the
ranch.
ranch.
I feel like the sandwich, as long as I can take the pickles off the sandwich, the pickle glaze, I can maybe mask it with the bun or whatever.
Or just peel some of it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pickle lemonade though.
Pickle
just
lemonade's not gonna be
sounds
good, but
awful.
maybe the sweetness of the lemonade can counteract
Is
some
that a
of it.
thing? Is that a thing that I just didn't know about?
I don't think so.
That's
Oh,
gotta
okay.
be just.
I was just making sure. I didn't know what people do in the Midwest. Like,
I drink pickle juice out of the jar daily.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I mean, is that just
Electrolytes.
a lot of sodium though. Too much.
A lot, yeah. Right?
Like like a pickleback for like a Jameson shot.
I
I've
remember the
done.
first time I did a pickleback. One, I don't
Yeah.
like Jameson, so
Right.
that was already horrible.
Right.
But my friend Trevor in Minneapolis, it was his mom's wake, and so he was
Oh.
like, "Hey, let's do a shot in a pickleback." And I didn't know what a pickleback was, so I was like, I'm just like, "Yeah, whatever." He goes, "We're gonna do a shot of Jameson." I was like, I don't want to do Jameson. He goes, "My mom's dead." I was like, "Okay, well, that's a
Damn.
trump card."
All
Like,
right.
all right.
Then.
Like, okay.
Well,
You just-
So I do the shot of Jameson. He goes, "Here, do a shot of this now." And I didn't know it was pickle juice. And so I do a shot of that and I almost threw up. Like that part was worse to me than the Jameson. Like I was
Oh.
What did
oh
you
my
think
God.
it was going to be?
I didn't know. I just didn't think about
Didn't
it.
even.
Look, his
Didn't
friend's
go
mom
there.
died. Okay.
Yeah, like I was already
Yeah.
struck with the guilt of denying
That's
him
enough to
Jameson at
process.
first. Yeah.
He full on smacked him with it. It's not
Yeah.
even like I don't want to do Jameson. My mom died. Like,
But he also was using that a lot. Like
Yeah.
unfortunately, like we knew she was
Come on,
dying for a long
Trevor.
time, so it wasn't a sudden thing. And so he would kind of jokingly use that for certain things, like here and there. Like
okay,
like
okay,
he was processing it that way
Right,
or
right,
whatever.
right.
But yeah, he would be like, "My mom's died," and I'm like, "Okay, man, like yeah, we'll go
All
out."
right, then,
Like it's all right.
Brusco
Trevor, it's
says,
been
"Look at
14
this
years."
pickleback. Crown Vic says I don't have a hat. I do have a hat. There's a hat.
Yeah, that right there.
It's clinging for dear life to the top of my head.
It's like KG's hoodie.
Yeah,
Katie, what's your number one on this pickle menu?
The whole thing.
I think the fried pickles are my number one.
Yeah, I think I want the fried pickles because that's the only real new thing that Popeyes.
I would
is
say if
doing
you
here.
like pickles, yeah, that's got to be number one, right? Do they not have fried pickles in the first place? I guess not.
Usually,
right?
yeah.
No.
I would try it if I was in the mood. Like pickles are something I'm in the mood. It's a mood thing for me. Like I don't always love them. Sometimes I don't want them. Sometimes I do. So
They're gonna be soggy if they're fried, though, right?
They're really not.
Okay.
I
They
think
do a
it
pretty good
depends
job.
on how they're done, because I have had bad fried pickles before. Like sometimes
I don't
it
like a
is too
fried
soggy.
spear. That's a lot harder
Yeah,
to do.
Yeah.
The
It has
spear
to-
is
it has to
dicey.
be
It
this.
does have
You
to
gotta
like
go
yeah.
chips. Yeah.
So the chip is easier to keep crispy or
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I think you can
Let's
also like
snap to
pat it dry a little bit so it's not crazy. You know.
Yeah.
If they're crispy and like fried well, like they can be very good.
Okay.
Fried okra is incredible. If you
I
guys haven't
love
had that,
fried
that
okra.
Yeah, I've done.
is
Yeah, fried okra is.
so
I am
good.
from Arkansas.
Never done that.
Like I love fried
Oh,
okra.
fried okra is
Mhm.
legit. Yeah.
It's hard to mess up fried okra.
I have to admit that the term pickle glaze does not inspire a lot of confidence for me.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah, I
means
can
something
understand
else.
that.
So I'm going fried pickles, then I'm probably going the sandwich, and then I'm maybe doing the lemonade, and then I'm doing the chicken wings. Just
The
'cause
wings
I
are
don't-
last
Perfect.
for you.
just because it's like I'm sure they're good. I'm not,
I don't
it's
know
not
what
a
it
matter of them
means,
being
like,
good. I
yeah.
don't think they're gonna be very pickly. Like it's not like
Oh, got you.
like
So
in
you're going for
term-
like the pickleness of it all.
in terms of this menu, right?
The
Like if
picklosity,
I'm
yeah.
trying the pickle shit. That's what I'm
Yeah.
going for.
Oh, I
Right,
see what you,
right, I
that's
got
like
you.
that's your
And I'm trying to
intent.
minimize the pickle.
You're trying to
Right.
minimize the
Yeah.
pickle, so you're going. So we're basically we're
Big
upside
time dill.
Yeah.
Literally.
dill, literally, yeah.
God damn it.
Literal dill.
down. God damn it. Katie's dalliance on the allyship,
It's real.
short as could
We're on
be.
maze for a
By the way,
loop
I'm
today.
also I'm in a bit of a bad mood. I'm trying to do no carbs right now, and I'm on day 3 of it, and yeah, I'm just in a bad mood.
Oh,
Just I'm in a real bad mood.
oh god.
Wish you told
Yeah,
me that
I'm-
before I committed to the
I'm-
comedy
I'm-
show with you
Well,
tomorrow.
no, I figure by
No
day
kidding.
4, I'll be in a much better mood. But
Yeah,
I'm trying
at
to
a
get through that
certain point,
initial.
that hump.
Dave
Yeah.
day 4.
Like last night, I ate dinner, which was just like a salad with chicken,
yeah.
and I ate like a big ass salad with a lot of chicken in it.
Yeah.
Went and like did the dishes, and I was like, I'm fucking starving. Like this was like I had eaten nothing all day.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that with Jamie. Like there are nights where I will just have salad, but she's not like, so I still have to make rice or whatever in the rice cooker. So we make 1 cup of rice for her, and then it's like I have the salad and I'm just eating mine and I'm looking at her like, I want that.
Just looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Sometimes like I unintentionally have not eaten carbs all day, and I'm just like, why am I so hungry? It's like 4
Yeah.
p.m. and then it's just like I like just eat a whole entire rice cooker full of rice, or a
Alright,
loaf
so
of bread or something.
This
What's
was
happening here.
What?
a flavored water
Look at
dispenser
this.
at someone's job, at I believe Captain Trips's job
Red velvet
On-
ranch flavored water.
on April Fools.
Oh,
Not like no. Let's not no. No. I hate this.
What is gold supposed to taste like? Like
Well,
I don't.
What I think he said
Egg?
is that it's still like the same flavors that it normally has. You just don't know now.
know which one is which. Yeah.
And that they thought they were cute. I mean, habanero honeydew.
That's interesting.
You
I
could see
hate
that.
honeydew.
But you
Oh,
can see, you
unless
can
you
actually
hate
see
honeydew.
that.
Except doesn't it
Honeydew's
look like a cantaloupe in the picture?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Not all
Yeah.
melons.
Can we like April Fools is for people who are not funny. This is
Not.
the problem.
They're for children.
It's for people who
it's
are
so
not funny.
bad.
This is just annoying. I would be like, No.
Like, how would you know what you end up getting, and then you just end up wasting resources, right?
Right.
This is when you suicide it, right? You just go
Oh, mix them all.
all
yourself.
for
Oh.
What
yes,
are the
well,
original flavors?
either
Like,
one.
what are they actually? Do we know?
I don't think we know, but I think it's kind of like that Coke, fancy Coke dispenser where you can put,
Yeah.
vanilla Dr. Pepper, or like orange Sprite.
I like that when I go to the AMC movie theaters. their fancy soda dispenser. It's pretty damn good. But like this is just
I do
when
like
it's a
egg,
dumbass
though.
super. It's
That
dumb.
that
I like
cherry
egg because it
Coke.
reminds me of the I think you should leave
Oh yeah, for
nude
sure.
egg.
God, that's so funny. The way he is like furiously clicking and pretending to listen, like yep, like when they're trying to explain whatever, is so funny. That cherry Coke at the AMC soda dispenser is legit. Out of
It's
that
so
fountain,
good.
that is
Cherry
So
Coke is one
good.
of those things that tastes always better from a fountain than
yeah.
it does.
I would never
in-
want it from a can or a bottle
Or
or
a
anything like
bottle.
that.
It's
But
so
that
good from a
fountain
fountain,
out of
though.
that like that mixology machine,
Yeah.
like that is just killer every
So
time.
the syrup is legit then.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
they have the
that-
perfect
so
ratio of it.
I'm one
Yeah.
of those annoying people that like stopped drinking soft drinks in like 7th grade because I thought it was going to help me run faster at track. But like sometimes I occasionally want like a fountain cherry Coke or like a Coke slushy. Like I do sometimes.
Oh
but
yeah,
I
a
indulge in
Coke
those.
Icy can get it at a movie theater.
And if they have
That's
the
a-
Coke and cherry mix, I'll take that
Mhm.
too. That's also
That's
Absolutely.
the
legit.
stop. That's a stop at Target when we go at the end of our Target runs.
Oh.
we go to
Oh,
the
the
icy
slushy?
machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
and then
I didn't know they
They have an
had that.
icy
just
machine at
pull
the
on it.
Target?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Danger.
Oh god, real
yeah.
serious there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's
Kool-Aid
it's how
man
I
drinking
get. It's
that
the
icy
reason why
machine.
when I get told, "Hey, we got to go to Target today," I'm like, "Cool, I'm going."
Yeah, totally.
Like, oh yeah.
For
No,
sure.
we definitely need to go to Target.
All right. Let's talk a little gemstones. So we had the first episode, which was the Bradley Cooper period piece Civil War extravaganza that was pretty much, hey, look what I can do in
Yeah.
terms of an episode. And then it's been right back at it. And so they've added to the cast Megan Mullally, who you might remember from
Love her.
Will and Grace and being married to Nick Offerman in real life. And
in
her
Parks and Rec.
son,
Parks and Rec. She was Tammy too.
that's right. And her
Evil
son,
librarian.
Stifler.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Stifler is playing kind of like a generic, like East Coast dude who wears a lot of polos.
Yeah,
cool
and
guy.
like he has a
Yeah.
horrible
Zach's
relationship
upset.
with his wife.
Yeah, that's
Oh no.
Yeah, his well, he's really every time his wife tries to get in the conversation or
He shits
like
on
make a
whatever she
joke, he's
says,
like
yeah.
embarrassed and like
Yeah.
does think she's dumb. But she's great too. That's Arden Marine, who was
Was she
Mad
in?
TV back in the day.
That's right. Yes.
And like they're playing cornhole and she's yucking it up. But they're the new dynamic, and John Goodman, and she's their dead mom's best friend,
right.
who's back for what starts as a telethon, and then she and John Goodman start fucking.
They walk in on
And
him
the kids are
69.
so traumatized
it's amazing.
that their dad is having sex with a new person because they're 40 but they're really 12,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
they're like, how can you love another person that's not mama? And yes, it ends. This last episode ended with them walking in on John Goodman and Megan Mullally 69ing. Because it's Righteous Gemstones, baby. That's what they do.
It was amazing.
Also,
The
Edie
character.
Patterson's husband, BJ,
Yes.
becoming like
Yes. He's
did
into
really
strip
boys.
aerobics. He's doing pole dancing.
and the way he falls
It's hilarious. I
and
watched it.
paralyzes himself is so. I watched that probably 5 times. Like
It's
he
amazing.
just goes straight down on his chin and like it's so fucking funny.
Ouch.
It's so. I mean, it's such a funny fall.
hilarious.
I don't think they could have shot a funnier way for him to become like paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah, it's an
so
incredible because you think it's like, oh, this is gonna be his arc this season. Is
he's gonna become this incredible pole dancer. Yeah, and they're gonna like make all these assumptions about him.
It's the second episode.
Fucking
Or,
BJ.
well, the third episode, but the second new episode with the Gemstones, he already has crippled himself. I mean, probably not forever.
No,
for the time being, him being in a wheelchair is such an underrated part of this last episode.
And he was already like pushed into the background on so many things.
Oh yeah.
And now he is like really forgotten at all.
Well,
times.
now Judy
is just like, all right, like I can't do it.
Not paying attention to him. And when they take the family photo and he's trying to get it from the back and he's in a wheelchair.
I'm like 2 seasons
He's dropping sunscreen.
Oh my god.
Dropping sunscreen, he can't pick it up. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Are you guys watching Deli Boys?
I'm on episode 4.
I have that on my list.
It's good.
It's got BJ as like his big claim to fame was like being an undercover cop on January 6th.
Yeah, he was an undercover cop on January 6th who like infiltrated like whatever their version of the Proud Boys are. What's the name that they give it? The name they gave it is
I don't
really
remember,
funny.
but yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. That's a good show. That's a really good show.
As I know I mentioned it to Zach and Maze, but has anybody watched Mo on Netflix?
If you watched Rami, and I think I watched a couple episodes of Mo because that was like they were friends, and then he got his own spin-off, and it's the same production team. But yeah, it's not about our Mo; it's about a different Mo.
Yeah, I was about to say Mo is a little conceited over here. Like,
did anyone watch
the
Mo?
show about me on Netflix?
You guys been checking out my Twitch stream? Like,
yeah.
Zach, nobody's checking out my Twitch stream.
Twitch.tv/Mo.kill.
It's not the show is way more interesting without it being focused on me. It's fucking awesome. It's hilarious, dude.
What's it about? What's the pitch?
So him and his family are Palestinians and seeking asylum in Houston. And at the same time, he's trying to hustle and live in Houston and all that stuff. It's 2 seasons. It's, him kind of assimilating to American life as well as being at the same time an illegal immigrant with no papers and all that stuff. And it's just, it hits serious tones, but it's also funny. Like, it's just kind of, he's got a crazy temper. Like, he loses his shit on a bunch of things. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh man, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's easy. It's 2 seasons. It's an easy watch.
I'm gonna put it on the list right now.
His stand-up's pretty funny. Sorry.
Who is it?
Mo Amir is his name.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know Mo Amir.
Yeah.
Not like personally, but I know who he
is. You know the name, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who watched White Lotus and Gemstones on the same night on Sunday, you were treated to an episode of Walton Goggins like confronting his like demons and confronting
probably
the man that he
dad.
blames for his problems. It's probably his dad, but they didn't confirm it and they rolled it over to the finale for some reason. And then partying with Sam Rockwell, and then right into him fully nude as baby Billy jet skiing. Or water skiing on the lake. And
I am becoming more sexually attracted to him.
To Walton Goggins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
Baby Billy?
Or Baby
Which
Billy?
one? Baby Billy or
no. I'm behind on Gemstones, but with each week of White Lotus, I'm like,
oh yeah.
He can get it.
Yeah, he's always had like this. I could see like this, like how people would be attracted to him.
Yeah.
Like he has a charisma to him. He's got a lot of forehead,
a lot of teeth.
Big teeth.
His
Yeah,
forehead.
big teeth. It's massive.
Yeah. He's got quite a head.
Yeah.
And he's got a German nanny now on Gemstones that he hates.
A fucking badass.
Who's like does martial arts training in the morning.
Why not? He fucking hates her. He's so bad.
You gotta catch up.
You really do.
It's
this
great.
season's so
You
good.
have to.
Okay, let me ask you about White Lotus.
Yeah.
Because I heard people at the coffee shop, and these are all younger people, right? These are all people in their 20s.
Oh.
And they were talking, they're like, this season's not good. This season's nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
Yep.
Nothing's happening. And to me, I've really enjoyed this season. I do recognize like it's a slow burn, it's a lot of edging and setup to whatever is going to happen Sunday. But I've enjoyed it. Like I think it's been like a really good build-up.
I'm never like, ugh, come on, like.
I also saw like Mike Golick Jr. was like, this season sucks. It's just
Mike Golick and Mina and Pablo had a nice little snooty, smart person conversation.
I expect that out of Pablo. I don't expect that out of Mike
Classic,
Golick and Mike Golick Jr. and
Pablo.
Mina.
I just rewatched the first two, so I can confidently say that I enjoyed the first two more. That's not a denigration of the third season.
Yeah,
the third season, like the first season was way more cohesive, and it was 6 episodes, and you were basically in the flow of it from the jump.
Yeah,
and the second season, I think, still kind of like you could say more shit's happening, but I don't care. Like I want to hang out here. I want to spend time with these characters and these actors in this location no matter what. I think it's a great concept for a show. I hope that it goes for 10 years. The only thing I'm kind of worried about a little bit is that Mike White burns out because he does all this shit himself. He writes, he directs, he does all of it.
That's crazy.
And like
he's doing all the editing and all that shit too, right?
I don't know if he's. I'm sure he's involved.
Yeah.
He's also like grips. He's holding the boom mic.
Yeah, he's holding the boom mic. Yeah.
But in terms of craft services,
in terms of like a concept show of like every season, we're gonna get 10 to 15 new actors going to a hotel and doing this thing. I could watch that forever. Like I hope it keeps going.
Yeah.
So I've never been the person who cares who gets murdered.
I could give a fuck. Yeah.
Like last season with it being Jennifer Coolidge, I think you could pretty much tell.
Spoiler alert.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
It's been years.
It's been like we just spoiled all of season 4 of Gemstones so far, which you haven't seen. I didn't get a single spoiler alert. Yeah. Now,
but you don't know where.
He's tried to kill her. Okay, it's out there.
Spoiler alert.
But that one is a little more tied to the plot. This season, like everybody thinks there's going to be this huge gunfight and multiple people might die and all this stuff. And
guns,
like, I kind of care about that. Probably gonna have something to do with the Russians,
right?
But on the other hand, I'm good. Like, I just want to hang out with those 3 ladies the whole time and watch them talk shit on each other. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I think a lot of people's big complaint is because Jennifer Coolidge isn't in it anymore, and I don't think they want to say it. I think that's where a lot of this snooty stuff.
But some people were complaining last time that she was still
forced.
In it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just.
I think people just like to complain about stuff that people like.
Oh, they love to complain.
Yeah, we got to get rid of Gary/Greg. He's had enough seasons.
Yeah, he can't.
I kind of dig him. Being
like
in
him.
It. Like he's just like he's not really in it. He's just kind of there. He's ominous. Like I'm all, like.
And
you know,
it's just
remember that episode of The Simpsons where like all the mob and the triad and everything.
Yes.
And there was just that one guy standing off to the side, and Homer's like, "Hold on, he's gonna do something." That's how I feel about Gary. I'm just like, he's gonna do something at some point. That's badass.
That's one of my favorite scenes. It's one of my favorite scenes from The Simpsons, Zach. Because then Homer goes inside.
They make him go inside, and you hear all this shit.
you hear a scream and something snap, and you just hear Homer go, "Oh!" Like, I missed it. Like I was like, "This is amazing."
All right, Eden. So one of the things that emerged in the press, that's because they had like a big Hollywood Reporter article that came out before the finale, which is a little weird. But one of the things that we found out was that everyone gets paid the same. Everyone gets scale. Dill or no dill. Dill or no dill, you're an actor and actress. You go on the White Lotus and you get paid the same as Alessandro Nivola, his son, who's never really acted before. You get the same as a kid actor.
Oof.
Oh, that's tough. I like want to dill the concept, but just because you just sort of like made that side-by-side comparison, I feel like I have to say no dill. Like I don't want to get paid the same amount as someone that just showed up and started working yesterday. Like, that's not fair to me. Like I deserve to be paid more for my experience.
Nobody
and my expertise. Like it's like I think it is a good idea in concept, but like in execution, now that I think about it, especially if I apply it to myself and work, no, I'm like not cool.
Like if everyone's on the same level, but they're not,
that's
so
one
it doesn't
thing.
really. Yeah.
It's everyone's like. You could say that most of the.
Do you mean like actors or like production too? Like
I think the main cast only.
Okay.
Just the main cast.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes
like Walton Goggins and Michelle Monaghan.
What was the reason?
More or less the same.
Did they
I'm
share
not
like
sure.
why?
I'm not sure. Like it probably started that way in season 1, and
are the monkeys in the trees getting the scale?
Scale, baby.
All right, then I'm fine with it.
Yep. Scott Glenn's bodyguards, Scale.
Yeah.
You know,
Scale.
everybody.
Absolutely.
But I do kind of like this idea that White Lotus is now sort of like the SNL of prestige TV, where it's like, you come in, you know, it's like just because you were on White Lotus, it has this pedigree now. It's like, oh, I did
You're just happy to be
my
here.
season.
Right.
And I guess Patrick Schwarzenegger made a joke about doing like an all-star season. Which, if you give it a couple more years, then you're like real worlding it, where now you bring back everybody's favorite characters and put them in a White Lotus for a week
and do the challenge.
Is that too far, Zach?
Yeah, TJ Lavin's hosting it.
Pat, I don't think you're making stars.
No, shots fired.
Not a bad idea. Are you like Kyle Kuzma saying, "Oh, we should bring back all the great Lakers to like a big event"? And
wow, so your objection to it is that Patrick Schwarzenegger brought it up.
I think he's Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah. Does he think
I don't know, man. He's kind of stealing the
or is he just
season.
saying in general?
I think he's fine. He's solid.
I think he's
great at being unlikable.
I think probably
him.
Right. Amy Lou Wood, who's Goggins' girlfriend, I think she's had the biggest career vault off of this season, but I think he's probably second.
He's right there.
But
he's
that's
definitely gonna get.
But that's because like everyone else has done something before, right?
Sure, but you know, you could say that Jennifer Coolidge was the one who got the biggest bump off of season 1.
Stifler's mom?
Yeah. Like she got an Emmy. This was huge for her career.
She may have got not huge for her career. She may
Sweeney
have gotten
pop
like
off before or
Travolta.
after?
No, but she has said that it's really changed her career. Like she has come out and said it. Like this is one of those things for her. Like she's made that comment. I'm kind of siding with Maze on this one.
Okay, so she's done the thing of like, oh yeah, it's great for the fans to come out to this basketball game and support it. Who gives a fuck about that?
The other one is kind of like Leslie Bibb, who I've loved Leslie Bibb since Talladega Nights. That was the first time I saw her, so she's never been underrated to me. But a lot of people are like, oh, Leslie Bibb,
really?
I guess that's
weird mainstreaming.
She has a bunch of. She's in like a bunch of stuff.
Jennifer Coolidge has been around forever.
Yeah,
it's been like
there's no
major
question.
things.
I agree.
Like,
I'm just saying that White Lotus is this because it's become so mainstream, and it's one of the few mainstream things we have, and because it's a brand new cast every season. It does, like, people are finding out that fucking John Grease is Uncle Rico.
People are, or 20-year-olds are.
Oh,
20-year-olds aren't people.
Oh, okay. When do they become people? Third trimester?
When they have professions.
Yeah, it's like if you were born
when they have
2005, then I don't need to hear your
401ks
opinion.
that are worth nothing now because of what's happening.
I mean,
that's when they become people.
Zach, don't depress me, please.
What a beautiful word.
Like, oh.
I come here for
Mr.
a good
J
time.
says,
Like, I saw a video the other day of like, wow, this Hakeem Olajuwon guy no one talks about. All right, I'm like, okay, you don't know fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like people
I
find
know.
out that John Grease was Uncle Rico. Like,
I
okay,
know.
so you're just young.
Yes.
That doesn't mean
Yes.
anything.
or but also dumb because it's like
Right.
figured out.
It's also like IMDb exists. Like what?
Yeah. Well, no, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
who's not constantly going to IMDb to check everyone's filmography? Because I am.
Right.
Always.
Like, wait, because I can't remember anyone's name either. So I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Like,
I'm like, oh yeah,
I've seen it from somewhere.
What have I seen them in? Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly.
One of the best resources and games that we have as adults.
I literally almost every episode of this season of White Lotus, I'm like, who is that? And it's Michelle Moynihan every single time. I'm like,
Every
that's
time.
right. Because I'm almost every time I'm like, I know that's not Justine Bateman, but that is Michelle Moynihan. There it is.
Every time you see her, you have the reaction that people have to her character.
Yes.
Aren't you from that show?
I know you from something. Yeah.
Jeremy Black wants you to know, Zach, that the under the armpit is the axillary artery, and if you get a knife wound there, it will bleed like crazy. That's angel has fallen.
Not like we saw in the movie. I'm gonna disagree.
What?
He was dead instantly.
Katie's confused.
Watch Angel Has Fallen, starring Gerard Butler.
Someone gets stabbed and bleeds out under the
From
armpit.
the
In 2 seconds. In 2 seconds. Dead. No way.
Okay.
Also, I would be shocked if the writer knew that when they wrote this in the script.
Good point.
Like, I'd be shocked that they didn't.
They don't know anything.
Like,
I'd be shocked if they knew anything that they wrote.
Yeah, like.
Moving on to more important mailbag topics. Anusian wants us to rank pizza ingredients in terms of importance: crust, sauce, cheese, and toppings.
Whew.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's a good way to look at this. This is going to be, I think,
That's interesting.
how we get.
Crust is huge. I mean, that's your foundation.
Yeah.
I think it.
Are we
And
doing
sauce-
crust and
Crust
dough?
and sauce are
Are
the
we-
top two.
I think cheese is number one.
Really? Have you ever had a
I
pizza
think-
and you're like, this is horrible cheese on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rarely.
You can have
It's
bad
rare
cheese.
though. You can, but like
You
I
have
feel
bad
like
cheese.
cheese
'Cause
has
also
a higher
the
floor
least-
these
A
days.
bad
Just to
crust
mess
or a
up.
bad sauce can be, if you have good cheese and you double that cheese,
Yeah,
makes the fuck up for it.
cheese can make up for.
You check out a Ninja Turtles
Mister,
cartoon.
I don't taste the
what do you look
Parmesans.
at?
All of a sudden,
you look at?
doubling the cheese.
Yeah, because you have the good cheese, mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella. We're not talking
Yeah.
about Parmesan right now,
You
okay?
sprinkle on some dust. No, I'm talking about real fucking cheese.
I
I
can't
think
ever
there's a
remember
really
having
high
a pizza and being
floor.
like, whoa, this cheese is disgusting.
Yeah, because I think the floor for mozzarella is really high.
That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
and the
like,
ceiling
yeah.
is in the fucking universe.
Well, for you, the ceiling is just more.
Exactly. Highlands hive to the fucking
I don't-
sun.
all
I
the
don't-
way up to,
Yeah.
to the
Zach
universe.
wants,
yeah.
Zach wants a pizza with so much cheese they can't actually fit it through the oven. They have to get another
Exactly.
oven that kind
Yes.
of has a.
And
Don't
I'm
just
fine with
stacking
that.
ovens on top of each other. And fit it
Yeah.
in there.
They need to like blow
And then
torch
LL
it,
Cool J
like,
could jump in there and kill a great white shark with it.
Dan McLeod, here's the 25-hour
we
filibuster.
Oh
could
my
go
God,
25 hours on
yeah.
this.
No,
Absolutely.
We're in the
Minimum.
fucking
25
zone,
hours on
Chief.
cheese alone. Like, yeah.
You need me to filibuster something against Trump? I'll do this. However long it needs.
I am going crust number one.
Hmm.
I think a bad crust fucks your day up.
you could-
I think
you
a
know,
really
I think
good
you could
crust
ask them.
elevates a pizza. And I think,
disagree.
You are talking insane right now. The
Because I
things
think
you're
a
saying-
I think a thin crust is all you need.
Well, that's crazy talk.
No,
Like,
you love Domino's, so it's like, why are we even talking to you?
like a
Flatbread pizza
Neapolitan
can be
pizza is a different
flat-
type of crust.
A flatbread pizza is, or a thin crust is really all you need to get the good stuff in there.
I like a
good
cornmeal
sauce, a
crust
good cheese.
pizza.
But if you have a bad crust and a bad base, like you can't, like you're just putting.
Katie, you
But-
just
but you
agreed
can
with
not
someone.
eat the
Sourdough
crust.
crust.
Katie,
But you can always not eat the
disagreed with
crust.
someone who said, "I like a cornmeal crust." Those are the words that came out of his
Have you
mouth.
had one?
Yes.
I don't know that I've had one. A cornmeal crust?
Like
Exactly.
What's
there's cornmeal
situation?
deep dish, which is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a cornmeal crust pizza. They sell these little ones at Whole Foods. They're $9 or something. They're delicious.
They're fine.
There's sourdough, which is my go-to for crust because that's
Don't need
the
the
San
hype.
Francisco thing.
Don't need the hype.
Oh.
But
That's
like
what this is.
a really good Neapolitan pizza with the kind of like
Yeah.
The air bubbles in it.
chewy, you know, it's like the crust
It's
is
like
like
naan. It's like naan.
yeah,
almost.
it's closer
Yeah.
to that.
Mm.
That's fire. I think that's all. like the variety
Crust,
and
sauce,
the
toppings, cheese.
Cheese,
going toppings
sauce,
number 2.
Crust, toppings.
Why are you putting toppings last?
Because if everything else is good, you don't need the toppings.
Yeah. I think toppings is last. As I think is something I'm with Zach.
Because even like a shitty pepperoni, you can get through. Like
cheese is last.
Okay,
I think cheese is
Go have a pizza with bad cheese. See how much you like that.
Haven't
it doesn't
found
really
one.
happen.
Yeah, Katie and I
That's
are
not
like,
a thing.
Okay.
It doesn't
Where are you
exist.
going? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, tell me about Wisconsin pizza. I bet that's real good.
Cheddar.
Cheddar's better.
Cheddar on a cheese curd crust.
Sucks. Wisconsin cheese sucks.
Okay. Whoa.
It was good. It was good in the 70s.
Okay. The allyship has been completely obliterated.
The allyship just hit an
This thing has
iceberg.
been ripped apart at it seems.
I'll tell you, it never existed.
Sauce though.
No, a good sauce can really elevate a pizza.
And a bad sauce?
The only thing I can really think of is like if you change the sauce to like a pesto or like a garlic cream or something like that. But
no, but like
I'm never walking away from a pizza like, man, that sauce.
I see. This is where I think you're wrong. Like you can have like a really good, like almost like robust, like a marinara. It doesn't even have to be like you can have like really good like herbs and spices inside that marinade. Like I've had some really good pizza sauces before, like at like good pizza places. Like, and I think even that's where you get into, like a New York style pizza or even like a fucking deep dish pizza. Like I think the sauce is what separates it, not the crust or not the cheese. Like I think a sauce can really change the depth of the pizza.
So is it number 1?
No, it's number 2.
And like a bad sauce or like too much sauce. Like there are some pizza places here in New York. I'm not gonna name names, but like way too sweet. Like, why do y'all put so much
sweet
sugar?
Sauce is gross. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, who dumped a cup of sugar into the sauce?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why this exists.
100%.
I'm not naming names because I don't remember them, if I'm being honest.
Just from personal experience of mostly eating good pizza, like if you're getting into bad pizza, I get how all of these things could sink your pizza situation. I think the floor for sauce and cheese is just too high. Like there's solid marinara and solid mozzarella.
No, there's some bad marinara.
I
like
think
even
I've
at
had
like
a lot of bad,
like good pizza
marinara,
places, like pizza restaurants, like there's some bad sauces where they try to like really get cute with this shit, and you end up with like these sweet sauces and all this shit.
Francine.
I've gotten scared with pipizza ordering. I'm like, I don't want to try new places sometimes because I'm like, what if the sauce is sweet? Like it's just happened to me too many times here. Like I thought I moved to the pizza mecca of America and half the sauce is sweet, and I'm just like, I don't understand why. It doesn't.
I don't get that shit.
Don't need sugar. Don't need this much sugar.
Yeah. It's bad. Yeah.
Okay, but so who put toppings last? Zach put toppings last.
Yeah.
I got toppings last also.
Toppings are a luxury.
When they can go. Yeah. If everything else is good, that's all you need. Like, do I like toppings? Yes, but I'm just saying if I
absolutely, yeah, toppings are great,
them,
but
like,
the rest
toppings
of the stuff
still come
matters.
before the cheese because, like I've had toppings where I'm like, that's definitely a canned mushroom. You know, that's a problem. But I've never had a cheese issue with a pizza.
What if it's since you guys are putting toppings last? I kind of see the vision there. Let's just say in a cheese pizza, like crust, sauce, cheese. What are the rankings?
Cheese.
Then I think cheese goes up. Then I think cheese goes up to me.
Yeah.
Because if the cheese is buried under all the toppings, it's just gotta be the glue guy. It's just gotta do its job and set picks. But
no, because even then you can have bad vegetables. You can have bad green, like bell peppers. You can have bad mushrooms, like canned mushrooms and shit like that. Canned olives that are disgusting. Like you can have bad toppings.
No, I know you can, but I'm just saying if you take the toppings out of it, I think the cheese importance is increased.
Like I think jalapenos on a pizza are disgusting unless they're fresh. Fresh jalapeno, absolutely. But most of the time you're getting
that
canned,
pickled canned
jalapeno.
I'm like, why is this on my pizza?
Disgusting. Give me like a fresh chopped jalapeno.
Love fresh jalapeno.
All right.
Jalapeno.
No.
No hablo, buddy.
Put that on the scroll. Jalapeno.
Don't let him bully you, James.
Oh, you want to do the hablo español, buddy? Story?
No hablo español.
Yeah, let it rip. All right. I'll make this one quick. Some listeners may remember the guy that, after sitting near me for 15 minutes last year when I had Boogie inside the coffee shop, got up as he was leaving and told me dogs shouldn't belong in there. And I said, you waited 15 minutes until you were leaving to tell me this? And then I've mean mugged him ever since, and he always looks away. I was sitting in there the other day with Boogie, and he was sitting there with some woman, and they were speaking mostly in Spanish, maybe some kind of like renovation or construction meeting or something like that, going over like notes and stuff. And at one point he looks over and he says something to her, and I don't speak Spanish, but I heard him say perro, which means dog, right? And he's looking in disgust. He looks at Boogie, he looks at me, says that to her. She looks and like says something back. And so I just dared him to call my bluff. So we're about, I don't know, like 15 feet away. And so I just like lean in. I'm like, hey, buddy. Oh no, I said, hey, hablo español, buddy. This dude went fucking ghost white. Ghost white. Don't speak Spanish. But
do you think
I just needed him to think I do. All the shit he may talk in Spanish, I just need him to think I understand it.
And it worked.
Yeah, of course it did.
Beautiful.
What a pussy.
Hablo español, buddy.
Hablo español, buddy. Said just like that.
I wonder, like, I hope this is
been in LA a long time, Zach.
I wonder if the guy looked at Zach and walked away later going like, this MAGA fuck.
Probably, I don't know.
Like, I just like what the
whatever. Fuck him. I don't care what he thinks about me. He can go fuck himself.
I know, but I just did like that part of me. Like,
have you seen him since?
Yeah, that's the
no, this was like, what was this? It was like 2 or 3 days ago.
A couple days ago.
No, because I had to go. I went in for like 2 minutes yesterday because I had an early record day, and then I went in for like 2 minutes today because
next time maybe like a very menacing hola you can just drop on him.
Oh yeah, it was like, hey, como estás? I'll say it's super white.
No, Zach. Swedish.
Oh,
now you escalate things.
Yeah. Now he's gonna think I'm fucking trilingual.
Yeah, talk to Boogie about that guy in Swedish, and then he's like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah. Hey.
And how do you say that?
I'll say, Han tycker inte om hundar.
Yeah. Got him.
He doesn't like dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Got him.
Seamless.
Abuela Mijo wants to know, do you think losing feels worse than winning feels good?
Ooh, that's a good question because I am kind of psychotically competitive.
It
so.
is.
That's a tough one.
Losing feels worse. Like, it's having done it in the NBA. Like,
yeah, I do hate losing a lot.
There is, and I'll tell you what, because I just had this conversation with JV too the other day. I go like, losing a close one hurts way more than getting blown out.
I'd rather get blown out. Absolutely.
When you get blown out, you have
accept
time
that early.
to rationalize that in the moment. When you are in a tight back and forth game, and it doesn't matter, Shohei hits a walk-off home run the other night. It's like, or a buzzer beater in basketball or whatnot. The pain you feel in that moment is the worst feeling. And the euphoria that you get when you win is awesome, but the pain is so much more.
Yeah, because the euphoria you get is fleeting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
you feel it, and then it's like on to the next thing.
And we always remember like the negative things, like stick with us more. Like you feel more miserable than you do like happiness. Yeah, just like I said, it's too fleeting. Like it's like you're happy and you're like, cool, this is great. You ride that high for a little bit, but it comes down anyway. It comes back down anyway, and like, yeah.
Because even like it's not the same. It's not the same in like work or anything, but anything good that happens, I think, cool.
Yeah,
What's
but like
next?
something bad,
if
it's
something
like
bad happens,
crushing.
like,
You're like,
fuck,
oh, my
and then
day
I'm, like,
is ruined.
thinking about that for like
yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
it
stuff that I'd be
sits with you.
randomly thinking about when I can't fall asleep at night. It's just like that one negative experience from 7 years ago or something.
Any success, anything good that happens in work, I maybe
Forget
celebrate it, or maybe for a day.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way.
A day.
I still remember a loss when I was with the Clippers to the New Jersey Nets with
Jesus
Jordan
Christ.
Farmar hitting a game winner.
Oh, I
Jordan
remember that.
Farmar.
I remember that. Oh shit, that was a long
I
time
still
ago.
remember that. Like
That
I
was like
still could.
2011.
Yeah,
10?
like I can still feel the pain of that
Holy
loss.
shit, that was a while ago.
Like, I just remember because I remember just sitting there just slumped like, oh.
Mo wakes up in a cold sweat, dreaming about Jordan Farmar again.
Fucking UCLA,
brutal.
Stupid school.
I think
Wins don't haunt you.
of the reason, part of the bonus or part of the good feeling of winning is the relief that you didn't lose.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
You avoided that negative situation. It's
It's very unlikely that it's pure joy at being the best or like at winning.
Well,
it's just at not losing.
Yeah,
because I rewatched The Last Dance recently, and I'm just like, it's stuck with me this whole time. The scene where this is like 96 or maybe it's 93, I can't remember, but it's one of those times where Michael Jordan's just like it's 93. He's just like in a hotel room, and he's just like, people think they want this life. It's not fun. Like, he's the best superstar in the world, greatest player ever, champion, MVP, richest athlete, all this stuff. And he's like, this life is miserable. And I'm like, if that's not fun, how can winning be any kind of fun? Because you win and you're just like, okay, now I gotta win again. Like that's
it's like when
it's like a prison of your own success.
All you have
it's a high
to lose. Then
it's a high that you have to keep reacquiring. Yeah,
you have to keep doing it in that sense. But I will say this too, though. I do get a lot of joy watching fans suffer, though. Like seeing the videos
crowd shot.
Oh, it's unbelievable. But even this, just like, because
what's the best crowd shot? Like what? I think it's World Cup.
World Cup's pain. World Cup's pure pain.
Well, I don't know.
Representing their country, traveling,
but they show a lot of hot women upset, and I do feel bad for them. The other ones I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for the uggos, but I do feel bad for the hot women.
I think Zach will roll with me though. The most recent one that I thought was a ton of fun was the Yankees blowing the 5-0 lead in the World Series.
Oh, I hate both teams, so I don't know if that.
I know I like the Dodgers, so obviously I also enjoyed the hell out of the pain that the Yankees were getting.
Yeah,
but like
Johnny 2x4 makes a good point. The Bill Simmons meme when they lost the Heat.
That was great.
That was good. That's
a vintage.
There's a good Bill Murray.
Oh yeah,
I love Bill Murray, but yeah, you're right. The Bill Murray one was good.
I think that might have been my Facebook banner for a while. Back in the
devastated
day.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when it's like a rich, smarmy college school that like the fans are just devastated. The college ones,
Duke
I think, end up being the best.
I could get behind.
Yeah, like if Duke loses this weekend, that'll be funny.
Be fun.
Sorry, Eden, but it will be funny.
That's fair. It's I've lived a life long enough.
As a USC alum, I can't stand by this. Not okay with this.
Yeah, like the college football ones actually end up being the funniest. I think those are the best ones. Like Alabama losing.
Yeah.
Like those are funny. Ohio State losing, those are funny.
It's also the sport has time. Like that's the broadcast has time to go find the crowd. Yeah. Like the saddest fan in the moment, right? Like it's in between plays. So
the one was my favorite. It ended up being even better later on is when the Mavericks lit up the Suns in Game 7 in Phoenix, and Mr. Orange, who was like this famous Suns fan, he paints himself in all orange. He wears all orange. they show a shot of him, and the Suns are down 40. Like they're down 40 in Game 7 at home. And it's just like, and I like made some joke, and all these Suns are, he's a pillar of the community. He's at every game. He's been a long time fan, and then it turns out he was like a teacher who was like diddling students and everything. Like that came out like 2 years later or something. And it's like, so that became even better than like, okay, we're shitting on this guy, and then he's like a monster. Like, fuck
actually a terrible
community, indeed.
This is like the Chiefs guy who had the documentary, the bank robber.
Yeah.
I think I figured out the only place where winning feels better than losing feels bad, and that's New York City. I think whenever the Knicks win, I think that unbridled joy is better than any loss. They're used to losing, right?
Yeah.
They always lose. So when they win, they go fucking apeshit. And it's not like Philly where they're like slicking up poles and doing weird shit. It doesn't seem like it feels that good. That just seems like an excuse to get their weird kinks off. But New York,
be their Philly selves.
Yeah.
New York, it's like those side talk videos, like they're like a shot of adrenaline.
Because it's not performative. Like it is
it's
pure
real
emotion and reaction to like a feeling they were hopeful for but didn't expect.
Yeah.
They expect that shoe to drop, right?
I don't even think we could live in a world where they'd get a championship. I don't know if we're prepared for the.
We're not.
God, I kind of want it, man.
I want to see what the parade would look like and the whole thing.
It would never end.
Like,
it would never end.
Right.
Yeah. It would go right to the ring ceremony in fucking October. Like it would never end.
Just keep running. There'd be stops at the gas station to fuel back up.
Absolutely.
All right. Anusian says, choose one liquid for the taps in your home to dispense instead of water. The price per gallon stays the same, but you can't resell it. So
Can you repeat the question one more time?
The price per gallon, like it costs the same as water costs.
But what do I still have water then? I'm asking.
Or is it just orange lava burst?
You can keep water if you want, I guess. Let's say
separate tap.
Let's say it's a second tap.
Okay, that makes more sense because I'm like, water is kind of like a basic necessity.
Kind of need it, yeah.
Yeah, like it's hard to give that up.
You can't like you're showering and
yeah, that's what I was like showering or flushing the toilet.
I was like gonna shower in Fanta. Like that's
shower in Fanta.
Red Velvet Ranch.
Back lately, he's this Fanta orange thing. Like
I got habanero honeydew in my eyes.
He's doing like is he doing a Trump thing or is I don't know what's going on. He's never been stickier. It's weird.
Okay, so an additional tap, any liquid.
Mm-hmm.
I
know
coffee.
That's not a bad one.
Ooh,
I'm not a big cold brew guy, but I think I mean if it was
like a nitro tap,
that's
coffee all the time.
Booze.
You could do booze.
Yeah,
I think that's dangerous though.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm drinking enough booze to make that
I'm not,
a regular thing.
I
not yet.
It's
not until
just
it's on tap.
Convenient and easy, but it's
not until you just let it go.
It would be like it'd be my tea. It'd be the way I have my cup of tea.
I was thinking, a good tea, like my favorite. Like I don't know. It would be hard to choose. I have a favorite green tea, and I have a favorite. I don't know what it's called in English. Tea oolong.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite green tea?
That's my question.
It is a matcha sencha blend. By Iamoncha is the brand. I can share it. Yeah. It's one of my favorites.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Great balance. It's like because y'all know matcha can be kind of like a lot. Like it can be too. Like this has the sencha blend makes it a little bit more. You need a little too matcha.
You need the right balance.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more bright and refreshing.
I don't think I could do the Topo limes because one, I think the glass bottle is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
but on
two,
tap though, you don't trust it on tap either.
I don't know.
Speaking of, I know Mo will be with me on this. I saw the old Michael Jordan "Be Like Mike" Gatorade commercial the other day. It was on. It came across my TikTok feed, and I had this very very real memory of the orange Gatorade in the glass bottle.
Yes, I knew you were going glass
nothing
bottle.
has ever hit like that before. That is the greatest drink that's ever existed. Bottle. It had to be the glass bottle.
It's so sad that we don't have the glass bottle anymore. Like the Gatorade in the glass bottle was like a whole.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my God, Eden!
It was a key memory for me for AYSO soccer because the ice cream truck also had the Gatorade in the glass bottle. So it was like after the game running, and I wouldn't get an ice cream, I'd get the Gatorade.
Yeah. Oh, nothing has ever refreshed you more.
Ice cold, nice and perfect. It was top tier.
And I love an orange lava burst high C from McDonald's, but I can't have that on tap. That is danger.
Yeah, danger.
Insane pick.
Specific.
Very specific.
I appreciate the
very specific. I love it. Yeah. Here for it.
What's that insane? You're like orange Gatorade glass bottle, and I'm crazy.
As somebody who never had it.
Pedialyte's a good one.
Colin says Pedialyte. Yeah, I mean,
electrolyte.
Purple Pedialyte, absolutely.
I've never really partaken in the Pedialyte situation. Yeah, pickle lemonade, Katie.
Just pickle
from
juice.
Popeyes.
Yeah, remember when I was a Pedialyte influencer? That was like a fun couple of months. They were just sending me shit. I still have a Pedialyte beach towel.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Use it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, is sparkling water too boring?
I was thinking that too. I love
sparkling water, but that's not a bad.
I feel like if I'm burning my special tap on sparkling water, that's probably.
Here's a dumb question: is that gonna fuck up the pipes? Is that gonna fuck up the tap? Can you have that carbonation coming out like that? I feel like that's gonna build up
maybe special
a bubble
pipes.
That's gonna.
Oh, because of the minerals.
Well, no, but Zach, you have to clean it every night, like Bar Rescue.
Exactly.
Sure.
See, this is snapper coming through. And I just feel like that's gonna.
I mean, what if it's like a bar,
like the soda gun? You gotta clean that out. You gotta clean that out.
You have to clean that out.
So,
you have to clean that out. It is
so now you've just created a lot of
daily.
But let's say it's
daily. At the end of the night, when I worked in the movie theater, we had to take the spigots out, the whole thing, clean everything. You have to do it.
But did you?
Oh, yeah. And then the funnier part was you would forget.
Yeah. That was not a convincing.
The funnier part would be like you would forget that the taps weren't on there because the spigots weren't on there, and somebody would go in there and spray everywhere.
Shit.
Oh no!
We didn't have the gun. It was the fountain thing, but it's the same concept, right?
Yeah.
But like, you'd go into somebody, you'd be like, no. It's like, oh.
That's incredible.
I think my real answer is probably is the beer tap. Just because
Which beer?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Bud Light.
You have to pick one though.
Yeah. If I had to pick one,
fucking J King. Hold on, real quick. J King was shitting on Sam Adams, which I'm not here to cape for Sam Adams, but he's like, Sam Adams sucks. Bud Light's a real beer. I'm like, they're the same thing.
You can't go back to that.
They're both awful beers. Like, what are you talking about?
Keystone on tap.
Keystone.
Natty Ice. Yeah.
Rolling Rock.
Yeah.
Milwaukee
I mean, if
Ice.
it's got to be a pick
Milwaukee
like that, if it's got to be something, it'd probably be like Stella or something like that. Just something that's.
That cold brew's not a bad idea.
The cold brew is probably the best one.
Like always just have coffee.
I thought of the beer one because Niels Bohr, this was an old trivia question. Niels Bohr was gifted a pipeline from Carlsberg, the Danish brewery, into his house.
Holy shit.
They just gave him a fucking
what?
tap. Yes.
How far was that? How far was the pipeline?
I think it was not. I think he lived close to it.
Okay.
But
who's cleaning those pipes?
Exactly.
I mean, that's tomorrow's problem. You know, that's not. Niels wasn't thinking about that. He was enjoying the fruit of his labor there. All right, Paul Bull wants to know which parents from the Mailbag crew would be most likely to become friends if they met in person. Which parents would become enemies if they met in person?
I think my mom and Walter would get along a lot.
I think my dad and Mo's dad would be buds.
Just because they
stocking up
like
pasta or
like
freezer.
For sure.
I like that for sure. I don't think my dad would be enemies with anybody.
I was thinking that too. I was like, enemies is tough. Like,
I don't think anybody's parents would be.
I was like, all of our parents are kind of cool, as far as I know. Like,
yeah.
I think my
let's
dad
get them all together and see.
Make an enemy somehow.
Yeah.
Walter,
do you hear this? We're out here being like, all of our parents are great. And
who would your enemy be? Be honest, Walter.
Yeah. Let us know, Walter. Who's? I know it wouldn't be my parents, but you know.
855.
I guess the key would have to be knowing. We have to know what each of our parents' pet peeves are, and what would my dad do that's somebody else's pet peeve that would drive like Walter nuts or something. You know.
I don't think my dad would be like aware enough to like create an enemy.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, he could spam too many memes.
No, he's not doing that anymore.
Oh,
I know.
He's
off
Instagram. Yeah. Well, what he's doing is what he's doing is
quiet on the DM front.
Is he's moved to just like Apple News, but
but
he like texts me. He's been texting me stuff from Apple News, but it is from like this. What is it? Newsbreak. So then I have to download this. I have to that was something different. But then I have to download this app called Newsbreak to check out what he's sending me. I'm not downloading that. So then I just won't even check it out. So he did that a couple of times. I didn't respond, and then he stopped sending me stuff. Yeah, he's off Instagram, thank God.
No, not thank God. I miss him. I was using cooked.wiki today and thought about your mom. Changed my life. That website, I'm telling you guys, if you're not fucking using you gotta be using it.
It skips all the preamble on recipes.
It's so good.
Right to the recipe.
No ads. You have to scroll through or mute, or it just gives you the ingredients and the instructions.
Send the website,
and it,
please.
Cooked.wiki.
Yeah.
Is it an app?
No, just a website, and you just plug in the URL of the actual recipe, and it just
works with YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
That's pretty cool because
it's amazing.
I feel like, and because like most of these sites, they have like so many ads to like make money off of them that it's like half the time it crashes Safari on my phone. Like, gotta reload it like 10 times just to like scroll. Even if it jumps to recipe, there's a video, audio playing,
and then it's gonna kick back up.
I mean, sorry,
Katie, the kickback up thing is absolutely maddening because I'll be in the middle of reading the instruction that like right when I need to be doing it, and it's like no.
And it takes you back to like, I remember a rainy Tuesday with my great grandma, and it's like, shut the fuck up. We do not. I'm not here for your story.
If I don't get to this preheated oven temperature soon, I hope your grandma died. Like
why
that's
did
where
recipes
I get to,
collectively decide to do that? Like what is the reasoning?
Because they all want to be writers and they're not writers. Like so,
it's
just
not
like
even that. It's the same shit we see on Food Network, right? It's the whole preamble on the Food Network before they start cooking out their stuff. I'm like, I love to make this when it's cold outside and stormy, and my kids love
don't care.
Just share a good recipe.
I think it's like YouTube ad insertion. You know, it's like gotta cram as many pop-ups into the opening of the recipe as they can so they can make money off of it.
Yeah.
But
not anymore.
Thanks, Zach's mom. Everybody would be friends with her because of that.
Bookmarked right now. No, not my dad, because he doesn't use recipes. He just goes off his head of what he thinks things should work.
He just buys more things to the pantry.
Can I say, you know why we're losing recipes is because when my parents try to teach me a recipe, they're just like, some of this, a little bit of this, and I'm like, how much, Mom? How much?
It's a feel. It's a feel.
She's like, it just depends on how big the chicken was. Like, and I'm like, I don't know how much to add of anything. Like, this is why we're losing recipes. It's not because we want to.
I agree. Eden is, and she backed away from the mic, and it was like,
I will say,
audio quality.
Whenever someone asks me like, "Oh, how did you cook that?" and I will say, "Oh yeah, I start with this," but you're gonna want to play around with it because I end up like not. I remember like how I started the base of it, but I do end up adding way more of certain things,
which I also understand as a concept, but like baseline. What do I do?
Yeah, these were the baselines of what I started with the recipe, and then this is like, and then I'm like, but then you just kind of figure out what you.
I will credit my oldest sister for sitting down and watching my mom cook.
Yeah.
And writing down everything handwritten, and then slowly trying to figure out how much of everything.
I have some of that. Like like it's like I'll take a picture of whatever she's doing and like write notes, and it's like this is where she said a splash of sesame oil, which I have no idea how much that is, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's just how big a splash? We talking like fat kid jumping in the pool? We're talking just like a little pee in the pool. Like what are we doing?
a little splash or a belly flop.
I get it from our parents. When it's in the recipe written as a splash, I'm pissed.
Like a dash of this. I'm like, what the fuck is a dash?
I don't know.
I have a measuring spoon that says just a pinch.
I hate that. Oh my god.
Pinch, punch, whole thing. Like,
how would Andre the Giant do just a pinch?
Yeah.
I have a question. That's not cooking related. Do you guys own dressers?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, I do.
You read yours?
Zach thinks it's.
I think it's crazy to own a dresser. Yeah. I think it's crazy to own a dresser.
He has a sock bin, and then he just hangs up all his t-shirts.
I have a container I have my socks in, and then I hang my t-shirts.
The container.
Hmm?
What's the container?
It's a container.
What material?
Like how big is it?
It's like a shelf size little makeshift drawer.
So it's like one of those open top basket type things that you
No. It's like contained, like self-contained.
It's got a lid on it.
Yeah.
So and you got one drawer of a dresser for your socks, and then everything else is hung.
Yeah.
You hang up your undies.
No, I mean if you have the space to hang.
Closet space,
I have a massive long closet that is the entirety of the wall.
I'm with that.
I don't believe in cluttering my room with a dresser. Like I just think that's going to take up space.
We've got 3 dressers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
I have
so much.
What can you walk us through the dresser logic?
I have 3 drawers.
Out of the 3.
Out of 3 dressers?
So you have one in each dresser, or you have one dresser with 3?
You're so tall.
I'm concentrated
you're so tall.
into 3 drawers, and then I hang a bunch of shit. But
do you have a big closet?
One of the dressers is a skinny one, so it's like not a full one. But one of them is like a pretty big and wide, and then the other one is like your standard,
like a standard
6 drawer, I think, tall. And then there's a skinny one that I believe is 5, and it's kind of more square.
Okay.
So, but like, what's?
I think dressers are like of the 80s, maybe the 90s. I don't like. I just think it's a thing of the past.
I got too much shit to hang up. Like I could not hang up all my t-shirts. That would be absurd.
Yeah. I'm not.
I got a big closet. I don't know what to tell you.
I got a big closet.
No,
correct. Jamie has a big closet. I have a small section. I have a section.
How did we know that velvet rope? Coming? Wow.
Little velvet rope on Mo's private VIP section of the closet.
I've got the velvet rope marking off all of her sections of the closet. And Mo gets the non-VIP.
She's got an attendant in there passing out mints and
a bodyguard and decorative stuff, and then Mo's in the dark alley around the corner.
I have one drawer
there are 2 shelves across long ways. The top shelf has shoes on it. The shelf below it has like sweatpants, shorts, some linens on the right, and then it's a hanging bar, and then I have racks for shoes on the ground.
So do you think dressers should not be made anymore?
I just think they clutter up everything. Like it's
forward
just
with a new
I think
creation.
and I think
like just build closets. Like build closets. What is wrong with building closets? Like I
build closets, hanging spaces.
My situation does not have a good closet. It's the worst. And
I think your t-shirts are in better condition when you hang them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I got I got hanging t-shirts that I'm trying to wear more, and then I got backup t-shirts that are folded that are now like I don't care about these as much.
A workout t-shirt or whatever. Yeah, fold that up, whatever. Yeah. Nice t-shirts. I think they're hung up.
Yeah, Eden. I mean, if everybody had a luxury closet, if everybody could afford a luxury closet, then that'd be that. You know, it'd be nice. But I think space is at a premium.
I just like don't know what these people were thinking when they
built
this with like built places that just don't have closets. Like, where did you think people were gonna put stuff? Like
they were thinking, we don't give a shit. Someone's gonna rent it.
Somebody's renting it. Somebody's buying it. It's gonna happen.
Somebody will rent it.
Trying to stand up to little closets, you know?
Yeah.
It's 2025.
When is big closet gonna take over?
Come on. Come on, closets.
Yeah, closets. Hablo español, buddy. And that is going to do it for us this week on the mailbag. We'll see who survives the White Lotus finale.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90? Of the movie.
I might not survive. I might be falling asleep then.
Yep, that sounds about right. For Mo, for Katie, for Hablo Español buddy, for Eden. I'm Maze, and we'll catch you next time.
Hablo Español buddy is so good.
Adios.
What does that mean?